The siren didn't scare my daughter at first. She thought it was for someone else. She was just sitting there, small hands on the joystick of her electric wheelchair, trying to line up with the curb like her therapist taught her. Then Karen pointed at her. "That's her," she said. "She's operating illegal equipment." My daughter looked up at me and whispered, "Daddy, am I in trouble?" And in that moment, I realized something terrifying. Karen didn't see a child. She saw a violation. My daughter's name is Mera. She's 7 years old. She loves puzzles, lemon candies, and naming clouds as they pass by. She hates loud noises, bright lights, and being stared at. Mera also lives with a neuromuscular condition that limits her mobility. Walking long distances isn't safe for her, and standing for too long exhausts her muscles quickly. Her electric wheelchair isn't a convenience. It's freedom. It lets her move independently, attend school without pain, and feel just for a little while like every other kid. Before the chair, Mera stayed inside. She watched other kids ride bikes from the porch. She waved. They waved back. Then she looked down. When we finally got the electric wheelchair approved by her doctors, it changed everything. She could follow conversations. She could join games. She could explore. I never imagined that same chair would become the reason someone tried to have her arrested. When we moved into the HOA neighborhood, we were told it was family-friendly. The rules were strict, yes, but predictable. I read every page. Nothing prohibited mobility aids. Nothing restricted medical devices. I thought we were safe. That was before Karen noticed Mera. Karen was the HOA president. She spoke softly but carried authority like a weapon. She approached us one afternoon while Mera was practicing turning in the cul-de-sac. "Is that motorized?" Karen asked. "Yes," I said. "It's her wheelchair." Karen smiled thinly. "We don't allow unregistered vehicles on common property." I laughed, thinking it was a joke. She didn't. A week later, a notice appeared on our door. Unauthorized motorized device. I emailed the HOA immediately, attaching medical documentation and ADA guidelines. Karen replied with one sentence. "Rules apply equally to everyone." That's when I knew this wasn't about rules. It was about control. Mera overheard everything. "Is my chair bad?" she asked. "No," I said. "Your chair helps you." "Then why does she look angry when I use it?" I didn't have an answer that wouldn't break her heart. Karen began showing up whenever Mera was outside. She took photos. She timed her usage. She measured speed, yes, speed. "She's going too fast," Karen said once. Mera was moving slower than a walking adult. It was Saturday morning. Mera was driving beside me toward the community garden. She loved the sunflowers there. Karen stepped into our path. "I've warned you," she said. "This is illegal." "It's a wheelchair," I replied calmly. "For a disabled child." Karen raised her phone. "I'm calling the police." Mera froze. As Karen spoke loudly into her phone, Myra's breathing changed. She gripped the armrests. "Daddy," she whispered. "Am I going to jail?" I knelt beside her. "No. No one is taking you anywhere." I believed that. Karen didn't. 2 officers arrived. Karen walked toward them confidently. "This child is operating an illegal electric vehicle," she said. "It violates HOA rules and safety codes." One officer looked confused. The other looked tired. They turned to Mera. She looked so small. Instead of asking what the device was, Karen kept talking. "She could hit someone. She's endangering others. She shouldn't be allowed here." The officers finally asked me for documentation. I handed them everything. Medical letters. ADA summaries. HOA bylaws. Karen scoffed. One officer crouched to Mera's level. "What's your name?" he asked gently. "Mera," she said. "Do you know why you're in this chair?" "Yes," she said. "My legs get tired and stop listening." The officer stood. That was the moment Karen lost control of the narrative. The senior officer explained calmly. "Mobility devices are protected. HOA rules don't override federal disability law." Karen's face tightened. "But..." "No," he said. "There's no but." Karen didn't stop. "She needs a permit. She's a hazard. She should be removed." The officers exchanged a look. Then one of them said something Karen never expected. "Ma'am, continued harassment of a disabled child is a serious issue." Karen demanded they arrest me. They didn't. Instead, they documented her behavior. Neighbors gathered quietly. Some recorded. Some nodded. Mera didn't speak for hours afterward. That night, she asked, "Why did she want me gone?" I held her close. "Because some people don't understand differences and they're afraid of what they can't control." Word spread. Parents reached out. Other disabled residents shared stories. Karen's pattern became clear. The emergency HOA meeting was tense. Karen defended herself aggressively. But evidence doesn't argue. It speaks. An attorney explained the risks plainly. ADA violations. Civil liability. Harassment claims. Karen's authority evaporated. Karen was removed from her position. Policies were rewritten. Accessibility was clarified. Mera returned outside. Slowly. Cautiously. Then confidently. Power should protect the vulnerable. When it doesn't, it deserves to be challenged. My daughter didn't break a rule. She exposed one. If a rule punishes a child for existing, it's not a rule. It's cruelty wearing paperwork.